Xanthos archaic city is located in Fethiye on a hillside overlooking the Eşen River. From this elevation, one receives a supreme view of the Xanthos Valley, surrounded by the spectacular Taurus Mountains. Firstly, I want to talk about its history. Xanthos was the capital city of the Lycian Federation, and it was the most greatest city for Lycian history. It's very old, and it's possible that the site may have existed during the Bronze Age or during the first centuries of the Iron Age. The story of Xanthos is quite violent because Xanthosians twice demonstrated the fierce independence when they chose to commit suicide rather than submit to invading forces. The Xanthosian men set fire to their women, children, slaves, and treasures before making their final attack upon the invading Persians. Xanthos was later repopulated, but the same gruesome story repeated itself when Brutus attacked the city. Brutus was shocked by the Lycians' suicide and offered his soldiers a reward for each Xanthosian saved. But only 150 citizens were saved. Although most of the finds of Xanthos were carried away, many interesting monuments and structures remain. The center of Xanthos consists of theater. It was built in a perfect plan, and only a part of stage building and seats remain. But I will focus on two funeral monuments. Perhaps the most beautiful monument is Nereit. It's very large and elaborate Lycian tomb. It's an interesting mix of lovely lion tomb and Payava tomb. Now, the ruins are in very poor condition and only the base and a few fragments remain. The Nereit monument is quite unique because it is the only structure in Xanthos built in Greek architectural style. It gets its name from the statues of female figures placed between the columns. These female figures are identified as the daughters of a sea god. Now, this monument is kept in British Museum. Other important trace is Harpy tomb. The chamber at the top was marble and decorated with splendid marble relief. It was previously believed that the winged women figures in the frieze were harpies. Harpies, a monster from Greek mythology with the head of woman and the body of a bird. It's now thought that these figures may depict sirens carrying off the soul of the dead. Also, in this relief, we see the heads of the figures are placed at nearly same level, regardless of whether the figure is standing, seated, or in another position. In brief, these monuments still attract the visitors, and they have spectacular view in spring.